on TV. Watch all your favorite shows live. Watch all your favorite hits live. Watch all your favorite talk shows live. Watch what you hear. It's radio on TV. It's Sun FM TV. Zambia's first visual radio on air on Topstar Channel 91. Download Sun FM Zambia app and watch live TV. Watch live TV on sunfmzambia.net. Follow us on Twitter at sunfm Zambia. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch live shows and podcasts. Everyone is not just listening. Now everyone is watching.
Your finest radio station is responsible for the dawn of a new era in Zambian broadcasting. Capturing your favorite sounds on radio into great moments on television and on social media. Welcome to Zambia's first and finest visual radio, Sun FM TV.
This is Sun FM. It's 4 p.m.
Sun FM.
Exactly what I need. It's a secret ingredient. You can enjoy it every day.
This is not just milk. It's Dairy Gold milk. It's farm fresh and it's delicious.
The news.
With the news, my name is Alan Mwale. The headlines. Golden Party of Zambia GPZ leader Silavwe Jackson says taking late President Lungu's matter to court is ill-judged, saying consensus through sincere dialogue is the wisest way out of this impasse. The Basic Education Teachers Union of Zambia, BETUS, in Southern Province has expressed concern that learners in rural areas are being left behind in the digitalization of education. Permanent Secretary at Cabinet Office Kennedy Kalunga has reminded the senior government officials in Northwestern Province that citizens expect the new Dawn government to deliver tangible services that improve their daily lives. In sport, reaffirmed the team's desire to win the delayed 2024 Women Africa Cup of Nations. We have the news in detail shortly.
The news. 88.5 Sun FM.
Golden Party of Zambia GPZ leader Silavwe Jackson says taking late President Lungu's matter to court is ill-judged, saying consensus through sincere dialogue is the wisest way out of this impasse. In a statement, Mr. Silavwe has questioned what government will do if the South African court rules in its favor, saying taking the matter to court is ill-judged. The GPZ leader has further questioned if a government will undertake the funeral procession without the family and friends of ECL if it wins the case. He said, suppose the court rules in favor of President Lungu's family, will government stay away from the funeral processions because they have lost? He lamented that taking each other to court has just entrenched the already existing political intolerances and gossips around this funeral. He has since echoed that engaging each other through dialogue remains the best way out of this mess, and that a face-to-face engagement at a highest level must be held, stating that court action is just degrading the nation. The Basic Education Teachers Union of Zambia, BETUS, in Southern Province has expressed concern that learners in rural areas are being left behind in the digitalization of education. In an interview, BETU's Province Deputy Director, Josephat Mulenga, pointed out that the supply of digital learning resources is uneven, with the rural schools struggling due to lack of access to electricity, internet connectivity, and digital devices. His comments follow the rollout of the digital curriculum platform in Southern Province by the Ministry of Education in partnership with the Zambia Information and Communications Learning and providing both online and offline versions of the curriculum. Mr. Mulenga noted that urban schools are better positioned to benefit from the platform due to their more developed infrastructure. He stressed the importance of ensuring that all learners, regardless of location, have consistent access to educational materials in order to prevent the widening of the learning gap. Mr. Mulenga emphasized that rural schools should be equipped with electricity and digital tools before such programs are implemented, but remained hopeful that all learners will eventually benefit.
The move is a very good move. It's in a positive direction, looking at the government focus to ensure that learning is digitalized. But the balance of supply was not equitable. Most of the teachers in the rural areas are still disadvantaged. There is still a wide digital divide. They don't have access to the digital life. The government program to embark on rural electrification to connect all schools must have been accomplished first. After that, then begin to roll out the digital learning platforms, so that at the end of the day, every learner is not left behind.
Permanent Secretary at Cabinet Office, Kennedy Kalunga, has reminded senior government officials in Northwestern Province that citizens expect the new Dawn government to deliver tangible services that improve their daily lives. Speaking during a meeting with officials in Solwezi District, Mr. Kalunga emphasized the need for all government line ministries to align their operations with the President's development priorities to ensure meaningful service delivery across the province.
In the money we have already said, budgeted for, which ones are the priorities? Which one can we deliver? It's not business as usual. There are times as civil servants, we have a negative attitude since I'm a civil servant until I retire. But now, the new Dawn government, I said, no. We believe in delivery. The people of Northwestern Province, they expect the new Dawn government to deliver services to the people.
Meanwhile, Northwestern Province Deputy Permanent Secretary Lakson Mulumbi has stressed the urgent need to advocate for infrastructure development in the region, which he says has lagged behind for decades. Mr. Mulumbi highlighted the lack of critical facilities in the province, including a tertiary referral hospital, a modern airport, and a public university, coupled with a deteriorating road network as key developmental gaps that must be addressed to uplift the province's economic and social standing.
As you may be aware, Northwestern Province has lagged behind for so many years insofar as infrastructure development is concerned. We don't have a university teaching hospital. We don't have a very good airport. Of course, we have one that is very busy, but the infrastructure there is not good enough to really give it the kind of aid that is needed, owing to its busy flights and flights out. We also don't have a public university. We also have our roads that are still in a deplorable state.
Ndola Fire Brigade Chief Officer Wellington Molambo has disclosed that of late, the Ndola City Council has not been remitting the 50% collected from the fire certificates drawn from the business houses to help in the running of the station. This came to light when the Ministry of Local Government Permanent Secretary for Technical Services, Nicholas Piri, visited the station, and he assured that the government is taking proactive steps to ensure that the fire brigade across the country is provided with the necessary equipment to make their work easier.
Officially opened in 1959 under the Municipal Council of Ndola by Councillor Mrs. Charles Smith, the Ndola City Central Fire Station still remains dedicated to offering services such as fire and rescue services in the district. Ministry of Local Government Permanent Secretary for Technical Services visited the Ndola fire station to appreciate how the office is operating.
Because of that recognition of the important role that you play, that government through my ministry is taking proactive steps to ensure that you are provided with the basic things that will make your work easier. For example, last year we did give a guidance in form of a directive to all local authorities that 50% of all the revenue that we collect from fire certificates of our business houses should be reinvested.
The Permanent Secretary has called on stakeholders and the business community to partner with the station.
To this unit, and this year my office will ask the Office of the Auditor General to take up that matter as a matter of audit to ensure that, to assess to what extent that directive is being adhered to. But I want to take this opportunity to call upon the business houses in Ndola and of course across the country to partner with us. There are areas that they can support because we exist basically to protect their interests.
After his tour around the station, Mr. Piri highlighted the need to engage MTN and Airtel network providers on the fire rescue toll-free number 993, which stopped working in 2019. Ndola Fire Brigade Chief Officer Wellington Mulambo said the station is working to ensure it delivers.
African Fire Mission Americans. But of late, there's that challenge of them remitting our 50%. So basically, for me, that's the major challenge. In terms of equipment, yes, the fire tenders are now aging. The Scania fire engine, the good news is that we had it serviced about 3 weeks ago now. It's fully functional. But we challenge with the other one, which you will see as I take you around. The tank is leaking. It's a fiber tank. It's much to do with the roads. I think you have seen the roads in Ndola. They are wavy. And what's more, when you are turning out to an emergency, the movement of water, the turbulence of water in the tank, it's affecting the tanks. We need these 2 tanks. Because apart from members of the public, even a firefighter himself can become a casualty.
Reporting for Sun FM TV News, I'm Gertrude Mwansa in Ndola.
We take a break and return with sports news.
Imagine having nature's secrets to health and vitality in a bottle. Introducing Lifeway Shot Health Drink. Ginger for digestion. Beetroot for stamina. Aloe vera for skin. Tamarind for metabolism. Baobab for immune support. Lifeway Shot. Embrace wellness naturally.
Copper Queens midfielder Everine Katongo reaffirmed the team's desire to win the delayed 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Speaking in an interview to South African pay TV channel feature show dubbed Supersport Stories, Katongo recounted how Zambia settled for bronze in the previous edition under the tutelage of Bruce Mwape. She believes the hard work and unity of purpose will play key roles in helping the team win the tournament. Katongo promised that the players in camp will selflessly put individual glory aside in pursuit of national glory. Zambia is placed in Group A with host Morocco, who settled for silver in the previous WAFCON edition, but Copper Queens blocked their desire to play the Paris Olympics. Copper Queens renew their rivalry with Senegal, who they eliminated in the quarterfinals of the last competition to deny them a spot at the World Cup. Nora Haupley's troops will also face in 1998 bronze medalist Democratic Republic of Congo, whose last WAFCON participation was in 2006. Katongo acknowledges that going beyond the group stage will not be easy, but she is confident that this time around Zambia will reach the final. The Women's Africa Cup of Nations will run from 5th to the 26th of July 2025. That sports item brings us to the end of this edition of the news. Do stay tuned as we have views on the news coming up next. My name is Alan Wale.
When everything is bright and golden, the sun is shining and the mighty morning. Without my family in that moment, that day would have been a bad day.
Yeah, everyone's bad day is my bad day. But guess what? When my banja comes together, there are no bad days.
Banja washing powder, the family detergent.
Shake and sip down in your soul. What you waiting for? Come on, let's go. Shake and sip. Get up and show me how to shake and sip. Get up off your feet.
Shake things up with Shake and Sip Fruity Milk.
Shake and sip. Go, go, go. Every moment you be in the zone. Shake it up, shake it is the way to
Shake
go.
and Sip, when fresh meets fruity.
Thank you to Alan Mwale there with the community news bulletin. This is Views on News and Events Malasham. To participate, you will be calling us on 0955 855 953. We look at the stories that made headlines. Golden Party of Zambia, GPZ leader Slava Jackson says taking late President Lungu's matter to court is ill-judged, saying consequences through sincere dialogue is the West's way out of this impasse. The Basic Education Teachers Union of Zambia, PETUS, in Southern Province has expressed concern that learners in rural areas are being left behind in the digitalization of education. Permanent Secretary at Cabinet Office, Kennedy Kalunga, has reminded senior government officials in Northwestern Province that citizens expect the new Dawn government to deliver tangible services that improve their daily lives. Ndola Fire Brigade Chief Officer Wellington Mlambo has disclosed that of late, the Ndola City Council has not been remitting the 50% collected from the fire certificates drawn from the business houses to help in the running of the station. Copa Queens midfielder Everine Katongo reaffirmed the team's desire to win the delayed 2024 Women Africa Cup of Nations. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Yes, boss, Mwawombajan.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, boss. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Fine, bosses. Vamwansa Pandora.
Vamwansa mkwai bakonka nyepo.
Mkwai. Yo ine mwafuma mkula ndapo watu walo mkoti uwawalu mkwati bashikira kulya. Nangu bakabaleteko. Ichibe mbachira ndati. Ichifi changulube. Akataruka kutintana kala kutuka. Wamfa akataruka kutintana kala kutuka. Aba bantu ngoko batire nga n'abalekako ezofine ama family members abene ekyo balekwaya mwamona so that twakonkanyako n'omutende terafine ba president balilanda clear balilanda batapalikiretika nomba nga n'abo balekako bakitafira because kikyamba okumoneka kwati bali okutintana ensalo n'okutayira putuka kyawama bayirekereko bamubo bayikate mwampo bagala
Hemkoi.
Because ilili ashikwatita lyapwe lyakulasi omutataku yalekeni omupashi w'abalungu utushe mukibote balekereni bafamily tirafine babene bakitadisaidi lekereni kuliresa eko mufukamire n'okulira chapwa. Thank you.
0955-855-953 is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It is the Wednesday edition of Views on News. Do give me a call on that particular number. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am Minji. I'm calling from Mbeke Township here in Ndola.
Please do go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to comment on the trending story of the demise of our 6th Republican President, Edgar Chagwa Lungu. First and foremost, through Sun FM, I just want to thank the Attorney General for taking this case to court so that the issue can be settled there in court in South Africa once and for all, and can assure the Zambian citizens that the Zambian government is going to win this case at the end of the day. Because former President Edgar Lungu is a national asset, and we cannot allow him to go and be buried in a foreign country. That is an abomination. Regardless of our political differences, surely we should support this decision. Let's remove politics from this funeral. I know the funeral has been heavily politicized by alleging that certain individuals should not attend the funeral. That is a very unfortunate statement coming from the patriotic front. So my humble appeal, through Sun FM, let's avoid making political statement out of this funeral. Thank you.
Thank you. 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It is the Wednesday edition of Views on News. That is 0955-855-953. Good afternoon. You're through to Sun FM.
Good afternoon, Mr. Evans Marasia.
I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Charles Mwapeta Samba, calling from Kiragombo. Naenda asenda kweleka ombo yo bakera batanda batiravu. Kishinka apeti ipoja ko bati bozo keko kuba balungu bashuka mu Zambia. Na bete etega ko bati ba government na ba family. Bapange kimo. Mamona. Mama tia ya pesa batera ba peti bora. Inga ya kutinda ya kufa. Ya lefuka. Mamona. So mwanga jako bati ba election bati ta kumpa ba government. Bati leta. Ele wakatafuka wa family, wakatafuka na wapate. Kwa sababu hai kwa ni ngwa kufanya. Wakatafuka na ile kufanya. Nama ni sikuwa ni ngwa kasha small kwa ni. So kufanya something behind. Ile tu atafa jiuteni. Jiutepe ni leo. Mamona. So the government na family, ile kaza fanya kimu. Kwa hiyo atafuka apata kwa kukateka. Bantu wa muvumi watu amutumia wana ya rungu. Fair. Thank you so much.
Thank you. 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. You're through to Sun FM. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, my dad.
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
Very, very fine. The voice of the voices, Mr. Shepard, calling with this.
Please do go ahead.
I'm quite grande per il telemondo ile katika charo. You know, ine kidensa kamanika sana. Bakoti babeba kuya kuli got their identification. Then bakana. But since bachakana kuli got their identification, it is bringing a lot of questions than answers. Kwena telemondo tachiwena. But let's be la pariko fimo. Let's at the end of the day find a solution, and the reason why balekanya okushikira kuno and why we take off what the interest yakwatikwote ise kuno, because it has now brought a lot of questions and answers, because Telemundo ile chikaile bayikwatire kutanapa ama filing ama affidavit mazanga ama paper tiopire kutana and other things bachinchire chika. So kwena ama politicians batipapusha kwena twalishikapo abantu abakutana table stage kulishirawe inoitanga tulete kutonganyako kindi. We need to move as a nation. Chizo chali chitika. Now it is no longer a funeral. Yabake kwa chinomba kwa chibimbi changalo nechiri lichi chine chapwa. So kuri kwa kwena out at mudiri we know former head of state. It's quite sad.
Thank you. 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. That is the number you are calling on this particular afternoon. It is the Wednesday edition of Views on News. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Kawana Bellington calling from Ndola.
Please do go ahead.
And I'm just talking about the funeral, our indefinite funeral. It is right for us citizens to view the body of our late president. There is no way we can bury the body without body viewing. So the government has done a good step to take that issue to court. We want to see the correct thing, which is there's a hidden detail of the matter. Thank you very much. As far as I am, I think our president is not dead.
0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Yes, my boss. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I can't complain. This is responsible father with Isaac and people.
Thank you. Please
thank you. Let me take on the issue of the same former head of state. You know, my brother, what Mr. Swa was saying. Teaching to now it's chaka kwati chaka number kwati changali kwangala. Because relation number kwa itwala ine amananikana makoti ruzinya. Remember what happened here in Zambia. Bakateka badi de kuja watu wabashirika kwa airport and whatever everything was prepared so that batiteli bapokele lomubiri wa bakateka the bouncer. Ukuna kwena yesterday I was watching prepare fiancé na lelo chelo na hapa nani kushani kuja mukulolera tikuli ukushika lero benefit ya bouncer ba majaketi bango kuwekera mambo kulishenya tuko kuwekera mukungani. For tulanda pokwe bati it's now become like kwangala ni Telemundo. So my question is earning epsita kwa ushebalungu former head of state bali fwana ngutaba because kama timomone ukushika former president, former head of state without a body viewing. Ni kuiso kuchashika pesa hivyo. Mama, that's the only question. Maybe chitalenga ababene ba 20 kwa mutashani. Mukuta petition. Maybe ekutontonka nyapanjo. That's on my opinion. But I'm appealing with the government of Zambia kwebati ngacha ilenga indevoting alena sa choke shike ko queen and then if you kwati ambo kwa makoti chaita balasti ni shiba ya babashika kana na babiko mwaku babiko ndiko tangu kumpa mle afile papai and then put bakesa bashika donno ngani pashani ngani patu intishani mwamwe. So I think impia shile ona ikasimpia ba family baba former head of state bale ona olimpia kwa ikoko ba muzabde na mwena ona ikambia. So please I'm appealing you put get somebody so that you can somebody text put together about what I that's what I see what to come next. My blood like an impera paper Mr. Miss, good afternoon.
Thank you. 0955-855-953. That is 0955-855-953. It is Views on News Wednesday edition. Through to Sun FM, good afternoon.
Afternoon, Mr. Malasha.
Very well, thanks, Mr. DM.
Sure, thank you so much.
Please do go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, the debacle over the issue of the burial of the late 60th president It's getting sickening, to be honest. And how I wish all those that are offering advice in terms of political players such as the Gordon Patrick and Mr. Jackson Silavo, they've done so at an appropriate time before the issue even went to court. Because what I've seen is that politics has engulfed all these things. All those people advising government are themselves not willing to take advice from government. So it's a standoff. For a country that has so much experience in putting to rest former presidents, we put to rest 5 presidents, people who were 5 presidents in this country, and all the 5 funerals, the country was very united. What is the issue? What is the problem with this particular funeral? This is the first presidential funeral that I've seen that has divided the country so much. All the other 5 presidents, all the other 5 funerals united the country. Why is it that this one has divided the country? And the answer is plain clear. It's because politics have taken center stage ahead of everything else. People have positioned themselves in such a manner that they are not willing to compromise. They are not willing to listen to one another, which is against the spirit of Christianity in a Christian nation, also against the spirit of one Zambia, one nation, and the love and humility that our founding fathers taught us. So when a matter is taken to court, it's 50-50. It can go either way. So whichever decision the courts in South Africa will make, the Zambian people must go with it. But we must learn our lessons as a people. I think it's high time we open the new chapter of unity, peace. Not carry on like this. I advise both parties, in this case the Zambian government and the family of the late president, to be flexible enough and be able to listen to one another, unlike listening to other people's vested interest. This is not politics. This is now beyond the politics. Thank you so much, Mr. Malashi and Roswell.
Thank you. And of course, on that particular call, that is where we wrap up today's edition of Views on News. Of course, catch us tomorrow, Thursday, for another edition for you to be able to participate and give us your thoughts pertaining to the news that we air at 16 hours. We still have a whole lot coming up and still lined up for you today as Wednesdays, Flashback Wednesdays on The Drive. Good afternoon.